And we're on again. Interesting. Well, somebody else showed up. Cool. Yo, Sterling. Alrighty. Well, you there says I'm live. Should be live, buddy. I think. What is happening in Prosser, Washington? You hauling paper products? Oh, thought I did that. There we go. Well, there's a link over there if somebody is about, wants to come in, if this thing's working. Indications are we are rolling. Well, at least it's Costco. They're pretty quick, aren't they? Typically. My dog's needing attention, she thinks anyway. Hi, Lily. So I'm just hanging out in Idaho while Sterling's hanging out in Washington. And that's the only two of us that are in here, I think. But that's not surprising. I did see that I'm clear up to 58 subscribers. So thanks, everybody that's subscribed to my channel. Hey, we have somebody coming in.
Oh, hold on, Greg.
Everybody. Subscribe to my channel.
There we go. Had to kill the YouTube video.
Gotcha. How are you today?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I got here. This load don't deliver until Monday morning at the Costco DC. So I'm just walking it. 58 miles an hour, 60 mile an hour. I'm getting 8.5 miles per gallon.
Right on.
But it's got one of those carrier reefer units on it, and I absolutely hate those things. It's so loud and boomy. So I'm having difficulty sleeping.
Yeah.
So I figured get a hotel room for the night so I can actually get some sleep. I've been hauling dry van freight for so long, I'm not used to hearing a reefer back there running.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I seen you got the Cash App there for Killian's Trucking. That's he's a fellow motorcycle rider, and I hope he's recovering okay.
Yeah. Somebody put a comment in one of Cassius King's lives the other day that he was up and about on a walker and doing okay. So yeah, I imagine it takes a long time to heal from a hip replacement, but
years ago my mom had her left hip done and her right knee done, and it was about 6 to 8 weeks before she was up, and they want you to continue moving and stuff. They don't want you to develop scar tissue and all that. So I imagine his physical therapy is going to be quite intense.
Yeah, I bet. But yeah, hopefully some people catch this on the replay if they feel led to throw Nathan a little help. That's the Nathan Killian Cash App. He's got a little channel, a few videos. I really happy for him and how things, how he'd taken some difficult situations that he created for himself and overcame them, and yeah, got out into trucking. It's made himself a little business. Really seems like a great guy. So yeah, if people can help him out, that'd be great. So
That's one thing I like about the trucking industry is that there's always the opportunity to change and improve and do better for yourself and for your family.
yeah. Yeah, so I've been training my new employee this week. Uh, for yeah, Thursday and Friday we were riding together training. I'll probably train him all next week. Try and cover as many of the situations that come up with this little run as possible while I'm with him, so he'll be able to just breeze through it as good as possible. But yeah, it's going good.
Good. I don't want to dive into the details too much because it's business oriented. But does he have experience as a driver and everything? You're not teaching him
Oh
how to
yeah.
drive, right?
No. Actually, a couple years ago, he was one of the trainers that trained me when I started driving. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I got to ride with him for a shift while they were training me for hauling beats. So
Okay.
yeah, he's got quite a bit of experience. And yeah, it's looking good. He's pretty enthused about it. And yeah, we'll get the truck set up for him, and he can move in. And after, probably Thursday or Friday, I'll just cut him loose and let him go.
Yeah.
Then I'll go blow up the engine in my truck, and then it can go in and get fixed after that.
No, we're not blowing anything up, not unless it's on video.
Right? No, I did that truck. When I got it to start, I got it up to the shop, and yeah, it needed the valves adjusted again. And they adjusted the valves and did a coolant flush. And while they were running it to do the coolant flush, and they just do a regen, I guess, that
Sure.
kicks up the idle, flushes it and circulates it. And by the time that was done, the valves had already gone out of adjustment. So it's sucking them.
Oh, that's terrible.
So yeah, I do have that extended warranty, so they should be participating
Good.
heavily.
The Premier 2000 or something like that.
Yeah, Premium 2000, I think it is, but yeah. But I mean, it's runnable probably for a little bit if I need to, but want to get it out, get a few miles on it, just see how it
Right.
feels. And
Well, and it does no good on any of those trucks to have them sit.
yeah, so he's yeah, Lyle's going to be going back into the shop pretty soon, but it's good to have a heads up too in a lot of ways. I won't go get under a load and have it drop a valve or anything and create a whole bunch of problems.
Right. That's one thing that I guard in my company is that there's no service disruptions. If I have to go rent a truck, if I have to borrow one, I've even offered owner operators cash at the truck stops to,
Yeah.
let me ride along with you. I'll pay you $200 and we make this delivery kind of thing.
Right.
I was in the shop yesterday. I got to Brigham City and needed to do a 10 their little drop yard and slept there. It started to rain. It was about 8 o'clock in the morning. So I opened up the windows in the truck, put the little breezeways in the window so the driver's cab wouldn't get flooded, and had a nice, comfortable sleep. Woke up about noon or so, and it just, the thunderstorm had blew past and it started to warm up. And so I went up front to turn on the truck, get the AC going. and it was 11.6 on the dashboard, and I was like, "Uh-oh,
Yeah.
this thing ain't gonna start." and it kicked over, and it clicked once, and I was like, "Okay, it either starts now or it doesn't." And
Right.
I was in the drop yard, and two other drivers had pinned me in, so there's a trailer on each side. So
Oh,
it would have been difficult to get the truck worked on if it didn't start. And turned the key second time, and then it started, and I was like, okay, we're good.
yeah.
Drove
Cool.
over to the shop right there in their drop yard, and walked in there, and I guess they were having a truck show last night in Brigham City, and
Oh, cool.
all the cool cattle haulers were rolling in, and everyone had their lights and all that stuff. And I asked the guy at the shop, it's like, hey, can you guys do a set of batteries real quick? And he goes, we can't even source batteries right now, and I don't even have anyone that could work on it. And he gave me a couple more suggestions, so I went down the street in front of Nucor. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's called Franklin's Diesel or something like that. Rolled up
Oh,
there.
yeah. That's a pretty new building, isn't it? Right there.
I, yeah, and rolled up there, and I asked the guy, "Hey, can you guys do a set of batteries real quick?" And he's like, "I just had two guys walk off, and I'm the only one here. I run this shop, and I couldn't even give you a set of batteries right now. I can't even order them." So I was like, okay, and then it's common when you see that in the industry, like a lot of people start complaining about our government and where everything's going. And it's like, oh, I'd love to stand here and talk to you about, who voted incorrectly, but I've got to get
Mm-hmm.
batteries and get on the road.
Yeah.
So I wound up having to go to Love's, and there was $175 a battery. I got a 4-pack in my
Wow.
truck.
Yeah.
And I thought about doing it myself. By all means, I could,
Right.
but at the end of the day, I was halfway through my sleeper berth. I wanted to chill. I'll pay
Yeah.
the extra money for labor. It's fine. So I walked out of there at $812
Yeah.
and got back on the road. Drove a few hours last night after I picked up this load, and I wasn't going to push myself yesterday. And this trip's only 780 miles, something like that. So I did most of the mileage today, and then tomorrow I've got a 200-mile drive when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
So they don't deliver till 6 in the morning on Monday. So I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm not in a hurry. It does seem out here on the roads, and I don't know if you noticed it, but there's not a lot of traffic out there. I think everyone hit the road on the 4th of July and got it out of their system or something. But like even the traffic through Boise today was there was no issues.
Yeah. It was pretty busy last night. Saw 2 fires, and then there was another one that was nearby, another road that I take. But
But you guys been
yeah.
having lightning storms, right?
No. One was a truck. That Tuttle exit right there by that big Malad Gorge on
Mm-hmm.
84. Yeah, there's a truck caught fire and stopped underneath the underpass, I guess, or I guess it was a car. But yeah, it was caught. So that caught fire, and that caught some of the grass on fire at the exit there. And then
Nice.
a couple miles north, I think there's a dairy up there, but it looked like there was a pretty big cloud of smoke over there. And then we come through just past the way station before you hit Boise. We take that exit and go down to the yard when we come in, and there was a 1,200-acre fire a little bit south of there too, all yesterday.
It's definitely fire season has begun. We've had quite a few in Nevada last couple of days. They've mostly been lightning strikes, and then that fire just outside of Yosemite is making our sunsets look pretty. But
Yeah.
it's right now there's a lot of there's a heat wave in Italy and France and stuff. So that's it'll be a month or two before we start seeing that weather. But I think we're up for a pretty hot summer this year.
Yeah, it's been hot the last couple weeks.
I just can't seem to get adapted to it. The air conditioning works way too good in my house and my semi truck.
Right. Yeah, I don't do too bad with it, but just checking. I think that Chrome Shop in Union Gap ahead of you has those big rig tees I was looking for, but
Not sure if they'll be open on a Sunday, will they?
oh yeah, probably not. There's a couple
The
places up that way.
the gear jammer has really kind of circled the drain the last couple of years. They're pushing paid parking there now, and maybe they're using that to try to raise money to clean up the joint, but it ain't
Yeah.
what it used to be.
Yeah, I don't know what it used to be, but I know what it is in the last year or so, and it's yeah.
I seen it once when I was a kid, and my dad was a UPS driver and stuff, and he'd always make sure when me and mom and him were on the road, we stop at truck stops and stuff, and always he'd use a CDL discount to get trucker food,
Right.
And
Yeah.
I remember the gear jammer was actually pretty cool, and I know DIY he's been there a couple times, and he commented last time I was there that it's kind of gone downhill.
Yeah. Yeah. Velox went there a couple months ago before he moved out of California. I was like, and I wish I had your number. I'd have given you a heads up. He was like, yeah, I wasn't too impressed.
I'm not sure if it's a mud flap stop.
I don't think it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, well, there you go.
The pump price is $6.29 a gallon, which is welcome to Washington.
Yeah.
The mud flat price right now is $5.87 a gallon.
That's no good. I paid $4.96 yesterday at Garden of Eden.
Whoa!
On mud flap. Yeah, you rolled by it.
Damn it! I paid $5.33 in Logan, and I thought that was cheap.
Oh yeah. But Washington, I think their IFTA tax is 10 cents more than Idaho.
Right. And you're just staying interstate though. You're just staying in Idaho, right?
Right now, yeah. That other truck I've got is registered intrastate. So, yeah, until my broke one gets fixed up, it'll just be in Idaho. But
Good. Did you find any answer on the 2290?
I did not, because I haven't looked.
I think somebody had commented that I don't think it was required for interstate.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I checked on that when I registered it. But there's so many things you got to check. I can't remember what all, but I'm pretty sure I checked it all out,
right,
to make sure, because I had to pay the full fee registration to Idaho. I mean, it was $2,500 to register that truck.
Ooh, yeah. I paid just about that for Nevada.
Yeah, so, but yeah, I got my summons for my new entrant audit a couple weeks ago, so I just have been compiling all that stuff. Got it all sent off today, so happy about that. Hopefully I got everything that they want. I think I do. I went down the checklist pretty good, but
okay,
we'll send it in, and then if they want more, they'll just let me know, but hopefully we're good.
I haven't had to do one since I've reactivated my authority, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to when they catch me.
Right.
When I originally had mine done, the guy flew out he was based in Laredo, Texas, and he flew out to Reno and had a hotel room somewhere and you just bring all your papers and meet them in the, in the conference room and stuff. And it went pretty good. He caught me on, there was a couple log violations and stuff, but it wasn't anything to screw me up.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And with the ELDs, I just, downloaded, said, send, this month worth of rods over to them, and copied all my fuel receipts for that month and sent that in as backup. And here's the corroborating paperwork to go with the ELDs.
Right. Did you send, vehicle inspection reports, maintenance records, stuff like that? Or
They didn't ask for maintenance records, but I had to send my DOT inspection.
okay.
But yeah, I was surprised that it didn't have a lot of, well, DIY's got a video on it. Didn't have a lot of the stuff that he had to do. But he did an in-person one way back when. But I've seen a couple other videos too, and yeah, it didn't seem like they had as much that they wanted here as the videos that I've seen, which is good with me. But
right. Okay, so looking up on the IRS website, says who is required to file Form 2290 and pay heavy highway vehicle use tax. Anyone who registers a heavy highway motor vehicle in their name with a taxable gross weight of 55,000 pounds or more must file the 2290 and pay the tax. Typically, owners of vans, pickup trucks, panel trucks, etc., are not required to file or pay tax on these smaller trucks. Vehicles that are used for 5,000 miles or less, or ag vehicles, farm vehicles, are required to file a return, but are excluded from paying the tax. So, it still seems like a gray area for intrastate, don't it?
Yeah, that'll be one of the next few things I got to check out. I've got to make sure I've got my new guy's driver qualification file all in order.
Yes.
There's a couple things I know I still need to do for him too. And other than that, hey, there's a interesting. So got that to do for him. Oh, I got a bunch more paperwork for the bank. Still working with the SBA. I want to, especially with the climate we're going into, I want to get out of my adjustable rate HELOC, get that paid off, and get a fixed rate.
Yes, right now is the exact moment to get out of anything fixed rate.
Or adjustable, you mean? Yeah.
Or adjustable rate, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's the next couple things on my plate. But yeah, I'll have to figure out that 2290. I'll give a call to somebody Monday. Yeah, like I said, I was pretty sure I figured that. I checked that out, but like I said, it could have been one of a dozen other forms that I checked on, and I'm thinking it's the 2290 too.
Yeah, there's a pretty good resource. It's form2290.com. It's one of those websites where they, for a fee they'll file it for you and all that, but it's got a pretty good Q&A section.
Yeah, thanks for checking into that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, it was kind of driving me nuts. Although you could change if you change your truck to a qualified blood collector vehicle, you don't have to pay 2290.
Oh, well, that's cool. Yeah.
Most of the questions revolve around, that 55,000 pounds, anything less than 55,000 pounds, but it doesn't seem to mention anything for intrastate. It's logging vehicles. They are taxed at a reduced rate. So, because they're not using the highway, right? They're mostly off-road.
Yeah, mostly should be off-road. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. That's I've been wondering about that ever since you brought it up on a live.
All right, I'll figure it out one way or the other.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully, I don't get fined through the wallet.
Right. You drinking barbecue sauce there?
Now, what do we got? Michael's secret stuff.
Uh-oh. How secret is it?
We'll go play some basketball later.
Good times.
No, just wet water.
Good, good. Yeah, I before I left the home, I cooked up a bunch of stuff on the Traeger and stuff and got a microwave for my truck finally.
All right, cool.
So I've been trying to avoid the truck stops, but yesterday I cheated and went to Carl's Jr. there at the Lowe's.
Yeah.
And it was a parade of the most annoying truck drivers I'd ever seen in my life. The guy that walked up there, you could tell it was a lonely soul. He just needed to talk to everybody and make sure everyone in the room could hear him talk,
Yeah.
And he's pulling jokes on the guy trying to ring him up, and he's like, "Well, what if I paid in pennies? Would you accept pennies?" And the kid was like, "No, actually, I wouldn't." And, and the guy goes, I you have to take pennies. If I pay $14 in pennies, you got to take it." And he's like, "No, I can refuse service." So, and then I walked up there to get some ketchup, and the guy, he's desperate for attention, and he saw me, and he was like, "That ketchup, 50 cents a packet." And I was like,
Yeah.
who's going to stop me? But yeah, he was just causing a ruckus in there.
Mm.
And then, of course, before he left, he made sure he apologized to everybody. "I was just joking." 10 minutes later, his brother come in and done the exact same thing. He started talking crap to the dude taking the order and stuff. And I was like, oh, this is why I eat in my semi truck with the curtains closed.
Yeah, man. Well, that's cool. You got yourself a microwave in there. That always helps.
I've purposely avoided getting a microwave in any of my semi trucks because I am hopelessly addicted to TV dinners, and I know I'll turn the coldness all the way down on that fridge and start putting Hungry Man's in there. I know it.
Yeah, that's right. You can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll get it.
Good times. Yeah, I was just gonna chill in the truck, but it's 105 out here right now, and I couldn't get a parking spot that didn't face the sun, and I just figured, let's just get a room.
Yeah.
let's just chill.
Catch up on some rest and get going tomorrow.
Yeah, and they've got complimentary breakfast here, and there's nice little swimming pool and all that, so I can actually chill and try to enjoy life a little bit.
There you go.
It's not all about chasing the friggin' lines in the road.
Yeah. How's Red Lady doing? Did she come out of the funk?
So we got her up and out of the house, went to Walmart and stuff like that, but she got winded. So I had to send her back out to her car and get the AC going and stuff. But she's doing better. And she was warned by her doctor, like, don't push yourself. Just rest, because a lot of people will relapse and they're right back in the hospital or they're going on a ventilator. So she's staying, calm, cool, relaxed, and well medicated. And yeah, she's doing better. I'd almost thought, because she's going to try to go back to work Tuesday, I believe, maybe Wednesday. And I thought, well, I could tell the broker to keep me kind of close to home. Maybe you can just ride on the truck with me. But after we went to Walmart and stuff, and I seen just how weak her situation was, I wouldn't want her to suffer in a semi truck.
Right.
There's only so many potholes and stuff I can dodge out here, and I don't want to rattle her cage too much till she's ready to fly.
Yeah, really.
But I'm gonna run. Yeah, can you believe it's already well into the halfway point of this month?
Oh yeah, I know it. I know it.
Every time I look at the calendar, I was like, oh, I need 6 weeks in this month. Why is there only 4?
Yeah, I've got one more big week coming up. My daughter's got 3 appointments in the morning next week. Yeah, 3. So
I'm gonna run a couple more weeks pretty hard, and then on the 28th, I believe, the weekend of the 28th, Red Lady's going in to do her motorcycle safety course there at Harley in Reno.
Oh, cool.
And I kind of want to be in town for that, just to moral support,
There you go.
But other than that, I belong to the truck.
That's right. You got a reload coming out of Seattle already?
No, not yet. And the broker was telling me things got really tight because usually I have 3 choices of what I can do. I can do Procter and Gamble, I can do the cheese joint that I'm hauling for right now, or I could do Sportsman's Warehouse.
Right.
And the only thing that popped up was this cheese load going to Sumner. There was another one, but it went to Chehalis, Oregon, and then Sumner. But the 2 deliveries were spaced out, so I wouldn't have gotten empty until almost Wednesday. And
Oh yeah.
he didn't want to slow me down that much. And I says, well, this one's slow enough. 700 miles on a weekend is I could do that easy. And I started Friday night.
Yeah. Hey, Adam, what's happening?
Hey, looks like we got royalty in the house there.
That's right.
So yeah, I'm just taking it easy with this trip and stuff. And I know the last time I was riding with you there, you were saying how turn signals get completely ignored in Idaho.
Yeah.
I don't remember where it was, but I was coming up on traffic, and you'd mentioned earlier about the speed limiter thing. I seen a gap in that left lane, and so I started to speed up. And the second I turned my turn signal on, everyone hauled butt to block me.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And the one dude, I try not to play games or anything, but 40 cars blocked me. And the one dude, he slowed down a little bit, and you could see his wife, touching him to tell him to slow down and let me out.
Right.
And he started to give me room a little bit, and she was telling him to slow down a little bit. So I started coming over, and then he sped up.
Yeah.
And I was like, really?
Yeah.
So I wiggled the trailer at him a little bit just to wake him up. And of course, she was hitting him on the shoulder and stuff as they went by.
Well, good for her.
At least she was paying attention. She should have had a steering wheel in front of her.
Yeah, really. Yeah, that happened last night with us. We were coming back. There was like 2 cops and an ambulance in the right-hand lane, and there was about 6 cars. And the lead car was right on me. So unless he slowed way down, he wasn't, letting me over. But I hit my turn signal, and there was a little gap between the first car and the second car. Not enough to get over, but I figured, maybe if I pushed it, she'd slow down. Nah, I crowded the line, and all that did is make her mad and flip me off as she went by. And I'm like,
yeah,
you don't see all these red and blue lights up here? Come on, let me over.
Nobody pays attention.
Ignorant people.
I probably seen that same car today. They had a tablet on the passenger seat open, and they had their cell phone in the other hand, just driving down the road.
Yeah.
Think Adam will pop in here?
I don't know.
Last I heard, he was going to hit the road Sunday, I think.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he's driving. I haven't caught up. I'm halfway through the live he did with Cash, and then he did his own live.
That was also a marathon session there. I got through the rest of it today.
Yeah, and I've been training, so I haven't been able to listen to this stuff while I've been driving. Like usually I can stay up on it, but been training John, so yeah, I'm way behind on my YouTubing.
Yeah, Cash really got him going on that first live show.
Oh, here he comes. Yeah, no, and I agree. Let's see.
Hey, we got a freight broker in here.
Yeah,
Almost.
Can you hear me?
there he is.
My
Hey,
doggone
Adam.
sound is in my headset for some reason. Yeah.
There you go. Mine too. I switched it over. My mic on the computer wasn't too good earlier. I assume it's better now, Sterling.
Yeah, it sounds better. It's not as tinny.
Yeah, good. And DIY's kind of froze up.
Yeah, seems like you got bad internet there, Adam.
Yeah, your robot. Looks like you're trucking though.
Might want to hit airplane mode and toggle that real quick. See if you can get back on the internet. That's why I got a motel room. I didn't trust my internet.
Yeah. Screenshot. Oh, it looked good though.
Yeah, for a second. Oh man. Yeah. So have you commented on the speed limiter mandate?
I have not. That is on the agenda today.
You'll see my comment in there and a couple of my friends in there.
Yeah.
That's if they pay attention to it, because I commented years ago on oh crap, it was I think when they changed the 11-hour rule or something like that back in what 2016 or something. But my comments got ignored.
Yeah. Well, and they're likely to anyway, but they're mandated to at least read all. And it, I don't know, it at least bodes a little, gives me a little hope that they did actually extend the comment period because they did get a big response. But
Right.
But yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8 different points. I sat down to do this a couple weeks ago, and I started writing out all the points I was going to cover, and I was like, I don't have time for that right now. But I'm making time today, and yeah, I'm going to give them. I don't know if you're limited on characters or not, but I'm going to use them all.
There you go. Yeah, I thought about doing a live. YouTube says that Snorlord just went live. Don't want to compete with the big guys.
Yeah, I mean, nobody noticed anyway. It's just us in here.
I've been using the StreamYard here for a couple weeks now, and it seems pretty cool.
Yeah, you're getting it down. That's like I said, that first live I did a few minutes ago. I was sitting here talking. You and Adam commented, like, you going live soon? I was like, well, I thought I was.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't push that. Oh looky there. There's a button up there. It says go live. Okay.
Oh, so you'd missed it.
Yeah. So I had the camera on the screen and everything, and was talking in the mic, and it was jumping, but I was not streaming, so that's all right.
Oh well.
But yeah, I know that garbage AB5 law has taken up a lot of the YouTube space, and I just want to get out there and say, we do have until Monday to comment on this stupid speed limiter rule, and it is not a law yet. We do have a chance to hopefully influence whatever they're going to do with that. And AB5 is already a law. They're going to have to legislate any differences to that stupid thing. So
Right. The thing with the speed limiter mandate is I believe that they're just going to copy, what was it, Carter, that put in the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit nationally. I think
Yeah, I
What
don't
they're
know.
going to do is they're going to claim there's a fuel shortage, and that's why the prices are so high, and then they'll implement a national speed limit again. I feel we're reliving the 70s all over again, especially when you look at interest rates and where they're going.
Yep. Yeah. Adam's got a request for you there, Sterling.
Oh, an Uncle Sterling bedtime story. I'm too awake for that. I just got off the road about an hour or two ago. But I'm gonna jump in the shower here and just want to check in with you with both feet and give you some support on your life here.
Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. And yeah, I'll catch you maybe when you come back through or wherever you end up in the next couple of weeks. Let me know.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna probably grab dinner and a shower here, and I'll go live here in a little bit. There's no reason to waste a good internet connection.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I might be 1,000 characters into my 10,000 character comment by then, but we'll see.
All right. Well, I'll catch
Yeah.
you later, brothers. It was good seeing you, and stay safe out there.
All right, man. Let's see. Yeah, Adam, sorry your internet's not so good. It'd be nice to talk to you, but hope you're doing good. I'll go catch up with what you're doing on your lives that I got to do the replay on. Thanks to Sterling for coming in. Holy cow, time kind of just moves on by with these lives. It's 42 minutes I've been out here. But yeah, maybe I'll go check out Snorlord if Steve's doing something over there. He's usually good. Yeah, I re-listened to the 1 Second After audiobook so I can get the foundation for the sequel, and I'm in the middle of the 1 year after right now. So I hope you and Steve do the 1 year after. I don't know. Let me see. How do we do that? Hey, you are a moderator. All right. Better get Sterling on there too. It'll be like fate. When he was new, he was giving everybody wrenches. So I just gave everybody a wrench that's in the chat. All two of you. So you guys should now be moderators. DIY, if you want to drop your link, because there might be one person out of my 58 subscribers that didn't find me through you anyway. And yeah, hey, there's 3 watching now. Right on. Thanks everybody for joining in. I said I just got on to rant a little bit about the speed limiter rule since Monday is the last day to make a public comment to the FMCSA on that. Please go look up FMCSA-2022-0004. Just search that up and read that stupid rule where they want to limit the speed of all semi trucks and make a comment. They're mandated to at least read all the comments, so whether or not anybody that is actually has anything to do with the decision is going to read it, probably not, but at least they've got to go through them all. I do have a Cash App scrolling on the bottom of the screen. Nathan1 Killian. Nathan Killian has a channel. It's Killian's Trucking. If you want to go check that out. He was recently in a very bad motorcycle accident. Dodge pickup turned right in front of him, caused him to lay it over. He broke his hip, had to be life flighted out of there, and he is currently recovering. So he's a trucker without the ability to go trucking and make money. So if anybody wants to throw a little bit out there to help him cover some of his bills, that Cash App is on the bottom of the screen, Nathan1 Killian. And yeah, I'm sure, I know he appreciates it. And if anybody catches that on the replay, yeah, please go help Nathan out. He's a brother trucker that needs a little help right now. And We've got DIY. Have been happy to be exposed to hours of your nonsense. Helped me out greatly to get into this business of trucking that hopefully I can continue to grow and make work. So yeah, I was telling Sterling I had a driver start on Thursday, so I've been training him, and I'll train him next week, and he'll be taking over that CUNA to Twin Falls, Idaho run that I've been doing, which would be great. I need some time to do some other stuff, and unfortunately, my other truck is going to have to go into the shop for a while, but at least I'll have the time to kind of babysit the process that is going to go on there. And yeah, just a lot of paperwork to do. Just finished sending in all my FMCSA new entrant audit material today, a little earlier. And I had an idea that I was not as organized as I wanted to be, and that finding all the audit paperwork just made that a glaring reality of how disorganized I am. Need to finish that. So, anyway, thanks all for stopping in. Everybody have a good night. I am going to get out of here. I've got a bunch of other things to do this weekend, and I've actually caught a little bit of motivation to get some of it done. So, help out Killians. If you have an inclination to, please go comment on the FMCSA speed limiter rule if you haven't. The deadline for that is Monday, and hopefully we can all cause enough of a backlash to have them shove that in a whatever dark place that they pulled it out of. But everybody have a good night. Sterling DIY, you all take care, and praying for everybody. Be safe. God bless.